So we don't even see the time. But this morning, our eyes are very red. This afternoon, our eyes are very red. That is what the solidarity song is saying. Because what is affecting one of us is affecting all of us.
That's
all. Do we want to be slaves in our own country?
No.
Can we sit in our country where disrespect and disregard for our constitution, will we tolerate it?
No.
As TUC, will we sit down and see to it that our own people's rights are trampled upon?
No.
We are not going to sit down.
No way.
In fact,
We not agree.
We want the whole world to hear us. Everybody must listen to us, the injustices that is going on in our industry. I will not take much of your time. I leave the story to Dr. Bam to tell us the story. We want everybody to listen to us. We cannot continue to be enslaved in our own country where we should be protected. Thank you.
I'm so delighted to see this number here this afternoon. Already, the Vice Chair has given the thesis of what is happening today and what is going to happen after today. It is about solidarity for our comrades at Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited, whose rights are being abused by the management of the company, Chinese bosses with their Ghanaian collaborators. Unfortunately, after 66 years of independence, and as the chairperson said, I would like you to pay attention and bear with me because we want to explain this so there will be no question and there will be no doubt in the minds of everybody why we have to take such an action. So please bear with me because the statement is a bit longer than normal. So first of all, I would like to welcome all our friends from the media to this very, very important press conference. As you can see, I'm here with my colleague, executive committee members, and leaders of the national unions affiliated to TUC. Staff of TUC are also here with us. And not only the staff of the affiliate unions are also here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this press conference, as I said a minute ago, is about some unfortunate developments at Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited, which have very, very serious implications for the exercise of our constitutional rights as Ghanaians and our efforts as trade unions and our vision toward getting every Ghanaian to join the trade union movement to protect their social and economic interests. All affiliates of TUC are here because what is happening at Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited has very serious implications for our constitutional rights to freedom of association and to organize and collective bargaining. In a situation like this, the issue is no longer a matter for Ghana Workers Union. It is a matter for the TUC and all its affiliates. This is what we call solidarity. Solidarity forever. So I'm going to give you the background. Please listen attentively, especially the press. And when we finish, we have copies of the statement for you. In February 2021, about 70 workers of Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited took their own decision voluntarily to join the Ghana Workers Union. And this was February 2021. We have chronicled all the events. And I'm going to tell you what the union has done, what we have done together, and why we are here today. Ghana Workers Union and the workers at Sunon Asogli went through all the necessary processes, all the legal processes, all the procedures to acquire a collective bargaining certificate, which was duly issued by the Chief Labour Officer. A collective bargaining certificate is what empowers the Ghana Workers Union to represent and negotiate on behalf of the workers who have joined the union. And that is the normal thing. Ghana Workers Union did not just get up and go straight to Sunon Asogli. They did what we should do later. A company through its lawyers, Fugger and Company, right from the outset, demanded to know the names of the unionized workers and know why they are doing it. And this, they made it a condition for the recognition of the collective bargaining certificate that the Chief Labour Officer had issued. There's nothing like that in the law. That let us have a list of all those who are unionized before we recognize your certificate. A certificate issued by government. So this issue ended at the National Labour Commission. And the Commission, on 2 occasions, directed and ruled that the list of the names of the workers was not relevant at that stage, and that the certificate was properly and legally issued to Ghana Workers Union. So the company must enter into negotiations with the union. The company and its lawyers once again disregarded the decisions of the Commission with impunity and have since refused to respond to any correspondence from the Ghana Workers Union. On the basis of the Commission's ruling and in accordance with the Labour Act, the Ghana Workers Union went ahead and wrote to management of the company in January 2023, inviting them to start negotiations. In February 2022, the union wrote again to the company with the list of the unionized workers requesting the deduction and payment of monthly subscriptions to the union in accordance with the Ghana Workers Union Constitution and the Labour Act 2003 at 651. The company refused to comply with the request of the union, and they were citing concerns over the collective bargaining certificate, a matter which had been dealt with and settled by the National Labour Commission. Based on the company's intransigence and blatant refusal to comply with the sections 102 and 111 of the Labour Act 2003 at 651, as well as its refusal to respond to any correspondence from the union, a notice of intention to embark on strike was served by the union on the company and copied to the National Labour Commission. The National Labour Commission summoned the parties to appear before it on March 1st, 2023, because of the essential nature of the company's operations. You know, the law says that if the dispute occurs in a company that provides essential services, the issue should be dealt with within 3 days. The management of the company refused to appear before the commission, and instead, they got their lawyers to send a note to inform the commission that they could not appear because they were appearing before another high court. Now, why would you appear before another high court? If you don't go by the rules, that's what happens. You turn from one high court to another. Prior to this, specifically on Friday, 13 February 2023, at 5:30 p.m., the leadership of Ghana Workers Union met some unionized workers of the company in a public space outside the company's premises. The purpose of the meeting was to fraternize with the members and to inform them of an impending election of their leaders at the enterprise level. After that meeting, Ghana Workers Union was informed by some of the workers that a number of them had been issued with query letters, apparently for joining the union and meeting the union leaders. Please Please note that the workers who met the leaders of Ghana Market Union were all off duty. It was not as if they were at work. And this development, once again, was brought to the attention of the National Labour Commission. The Commission scheduled another hearing on March 8th. I want us to follow this process very well. So on March 8th, the Commission scheduled another meeting, which is 2023, and directed that both parties to stay all ongoing and intended actions. The actions the Commission was referring to were, first, the intended strike by the complainant union, which is Ghana Workers Union, and then the issuance of queries and the request for responses to say by the respondent management, which is Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited, including any other action that may be directly or indirectly related to the issues in this. And I've quoted verbatim what the National Labour Commission rule was. This directive notwithstanding, on 2nd March 2023, the day after the Commission directive, the management of the company terminated the employment of 3 of the Sunon Asogli Power branch union leaders, including the union secretary, the union assistant secretary, and the union chairperson.
How?
For the reason that they have joined the trade union and they have elected to lead workers at the enterprise level. Comrades, please take note once again that these affected workers have not committed any crime and they have not broken any company rules. The only crime in quotes is that they have, according to management of Sunon Asogli, is that they have decided to join a trade union of their choice to protect their social and economic interests in accordance with the Constitution of Ghana, the Labour Act 2003 Act 651, and the International Labour Organization's Conventions 87 and 98, which have been ratified by Ghana since 1957. Comrades, ladies and gentlemen of the press, brothers and sisters, we have narrated the full story so that we can all appreciate that so far, Ghana Workers Union has done whatever is humanly possible and legally possible in the interest of industrial peace and harmony in the company. Additionally, Ghana Workers Union, in making their case, has brought these blatant abuses of workers' rights, which are fundamental human rights, to the attention of the following. And I'm going to go through the list. Of course, they reported to TUC, they have reported to the National Labour Commission, they have reported to the Honourable Minister of Employment and Labour Relations. We all appeared before him. They have reported to the Honourable Minister for Energy. They have reported to Honourable Minister for Foreign Affairs. They have reported to the Chief Labour Officer, the Executive Secretary of Energy Commission, His Excellency, the Chinese Ambassador to Ghana, the General Secretary of International Trade Union Confederation, Africa Region, based in Lome, and last but not the least, His Royal Majesty, Togo Afede IV, the Agogo Mafia of the Asogli State and President of the Asogli Traditional Area. I must say that Agogo Mafia is correct. We were hoping that the issue would be resolved within 3 days, in keeping with Section 1621 of the Labour Act, to avoid any further escalation with unpredictable consequences. As mentioned earlier, 3 of our colleagues have been sacked for joining the union. But it is worth noting that at the time of the termination of appointments of these 3 colleagues, the local union secretary was the only one of the leaders on duty. The chairperson was off duty, and the assistant secretary was scheduled for night work that day. The local union secretary was handed his termination letter on the same day and escorted out of the company premises by officers from the Ghana Police Service. I've seen the video escorting, and he was so civil with the police officer. He was so civil with the police officer. I didn't hear what he was telling him, but he was very civil. Like all unions are. All union leaders. The chairperson of and the assistant secretary were denied access into the company premises. You remember they were not there. So when they wanted to enter, they couldn't. And their termination letters were sent to them by email. The assistant secretary happened to be resident on the company's premises. He was given 24 hours to vacate his accommodation. Look at this treatment. These are treating them like criminals in our country, our own country, by Chinese people.
How?
So these three innocent young men, whose only crime remains that they have voluntarily joined the trade union movement and offered to lead their fellow unionized workers at Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited, are currently at home. The three colleagues are home. They are not allowed entry into the premises. They have been dismissed for joining the trade union. And listen to this carefully. As if the termination of the employment of the three colleagues was not enough, the rest of the unionized workers are being subjected to various acts of intimidation, victimization, and abuse by their Chinese bosses and their Ghanaian collaborators. And I always wonder why a Ghanaian can do this to another Ghanaian.
Yes.
The following are some of the abuses going on at Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited. I intentionally mention the name so you can understand it. First, local union executives have been forcefully asked to either rescind their decision to join the union or they will face termination of their employment. 2. All team leaders who have opted to join the union have been relieved of their duties and taken off company platforms where production-related matters are discussed. 3. All unionized employees are being asked to quit the union so that their salaries can be increased in return. And last, 4. Unionized workers are being transferred from their departments to other departments where they have not been trained at all to work. Of course, you know why. Comrades, I'm coming to the conclusion of this speech, and I want you to pay attention. We cannot stand by for these violations and abuse of workers' rights to go on in this country of ours, 66 years of after independence from colonial rule. We are no longer under colonial rule. These workers have not committed any crime, and they have not broken any company rule. They are simply being abused by their Chinese bosses and their Ghanaian collaborators. Let me therefore state very, very clear that the TMC will not stand by for any worker in this country to suffer any such abuse, humiliation, and indignity for freely choosing to exercise their rights guaranteed by our Constitution, our labor laws, and the ILO conventions that have been ratified by Ghana. I repeat, no worker, whether in the formal or informal economy of Ghana, will be allowed to suffer any form of injustice for choosing to join or form a trade union. Even the president of Ghana cannot stop us and stop any worker in this country from exercising his or her right.
That's
We are therefore, by this press conference, calling on the management of Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited and all the authorities concerned to ensure that all the three local union leaders of Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited, whose appointments have been wrongfully terminated, are reinstated immediately. Our demand is very simple. The first is that all our colleagues, the 3 leaders who have been sacked for no crime must be reinstated immediately.
Yes.
We also want to use this forum to strongly caution management of Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited to refrain from any further acts of intimidation, fear, and panic being unleashed on our members in the company, and also stop the abuse of the rights of their employees to belong to trade union of their choice. We are serving notice, and notice is hereby served that if by the 3rd of April 2023, the 3 local union leaders who have been dismissed are not reinstated, and the various acts of intimidation and victimization by Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited have not ceased, the Trade Union Congress and all its affiliate unions shall have no other option but to advise. We note that Sunon Asogli Power Limited, Ghana Limited, is categorized under essential service under the Labour Act. Therefore, we call first on the National Labour Commission, the Honourable Minister for Employment, the Honourable Minister for Energy, the Honourable Minister for National Security, and the Honourable Minister for Finance to take keen interest in this matter, because if our demands are not met, we are going to act decisively in accordance with TUC fundamental principles and all your questions, if any. And we are hoping that this matter will be brought to close today. Otherwise, what will happen cannot be contained.
It will be an eyesore.
It is something that we don't wish for. And if we are forced, we will act and act decisively. Thank you very much.